Hello YouTube, back again with another video. Today, we're still talking about McClelland's Deep Hollow. What more can be said about McClelland's Deep Hollow? I already did a review. What more can I do? Well, as I mentioned in my review, which if you haven't watched, you should watch it. I did a bit of research on this tobacco, which led me to do a bit more research and all that. And I found out that this is part of McClelland's Craftsberry selection, or line, I guess you could say, which includes the Throgmorton's Deep Hollow, Grey Havens, and Virginia Woods, I want to say. Now, the interesting thing about that is that, unless I'm mistaken, all of them, except maybe Virginia Woods, are inspired in part by J.R.R. Tolkien. I know for a fact this is, and Throgmorton's is, and Grey Havens is. So why is that not mentioned anywhere? Because if you know, like if you took the description on this tin off of it and changed it to a description of what inspired it, this tobacco suddenly becomes a lot better. Don't believe me? Well, you know the description on the back of this tin. If you don't, you watch my video, Swamp Piper 84's video, or just look it up yourself. I'm not going to try to read that word again, because I can't. But if you go on tobacco reviews, they have a note. And it says, the name Deep Hollow comes from the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. Deep Hollow, or Deep Hollow, a village on the Shire's eastern border, built on the banks of the river Brandywine. Immediately across the river was Haysend, in the southernmost point of Buckland, while just to the south of Deep Hollow, the river Shireburn flowed into the Brandywine. Well, that's interesting. But why does it make a difference? Well, I'll tell you. All this says is that, all this says on the back of this is this blend is designed to transport you to a deep, quiet little place away from all the hustle and bustle of the city. Technically true. However, for this to have been named after Deep Hollow, a town in the Shire, in The Lord of the Rings, somebody out there, probably a blender, or somebody else along the lines, was thinking about that when they made this. Now, how does that make a difference? Because when I think of a deep hollow, not a deep hollow, deep hollow, I think something deeper, darker, muskier. Something maybe like a Virginia Burley with a hint of Perique. Something that hints at mysteriousness. Yeah, it should have some sweetness to it, but it should be earthier. Whereas this, it's really sweet. It's almost fruity. It doesn't make me think of what the tin says they want me to think about. But if I know that it's based off of a place in the Shire, it makes perfect sense. I can imagine a group of hobbits living in Deep Hollow, getting a hold of some long bottom leaf, and casing it with a bit of apples. It's a very Hobbit thing to do. Now that makes sense for this blend. A blend that's meant to transport you to the Shire. And I can imagine a Buckland native, Hobbit, or Merry Pippin, if you watch the movies, Merry and Pippin, who lived in that general area. I can imagine them smoking this on an autumn evening. Definitely. After a nice big meal, including plenty of mushrooms, sitting back with a mug of beer, this and their little olive wood pipes, or maple pipes, whatever it is hobbits make pipes out of. Certainly not briar. That makes perfect sense. That's something I can be transported to. Smoking this. I can imagine sitting around a table with a bunch of fellow hobbits. I'm more of a dwarf. Sitting around a table with them after a big meal and lighting up this and just filling the house with the smell of sweet tobacco and apples. A nice big cup of beer. Nice stout. That makes sense. And then that would be somehow a better name or a better tin description than what's on there. With its name, it makes no goddamn sense. So, with that little rant out of the way, I'll see you guys later. And believe it or not, we're having another conversation about tobacco reviews that this and the other craftsberries has brought up to me. So, I'll see you guys later with that. Shaving Hobbit, out.